GG's. Alright, 6-17. Let's do it.
D5, bishop F4, bishop G4, F3, bishop H5, E6,
Knight C3.
Suppose I did something like knight F6, rook C1, C5, and now, rook to C8, take on D5. Whoa, bishop A6.
Gift me your pawns, baby.
Bishop D6.
Let's go.
Now he can take on F4. Bishop D7. And knight takes D4. Rook D8. Bishop D3 looks intuitively right. Rook to E8. Took the pawn on F5 and he's keeping it. Rook takes G7. Rook E7. Okay, very.
One sec.
And that's very simple for him.
Yeesh.
D5, E3, E6, D6, castle, bishop D6.
You can offload it, sure, Noah.
Well, I want to capture on E4. So let me put the queen on E7. So should I place C4? F4. And I want to capture on F3. Uh-oh. Rook D6 as expected. Something, what do you want? You found it. I guess the party's till 5 o'clock in the morning, or my queen post up on F4. Deadly check. Take your pick. Okay, bishop C8. A5, bishop C5, bishop E3, bishop E7. Very irritating checks. Well, this rook on B7 is pretty lonely as well. I'm not happy at all. Bishop E5, king F4, G6.
He played H5, very good move.
Okay, let me get bishop F4, G5.
That is way too slow.
D5. So should I place C4? Knight C6. Knight C3. Bishop to B4.
No, I did not do coordinates.
Bishop G4. So bishop D2, castle long. H3. Alright, knight G5 first. King G2. H6. Rook on H1. Okay, let me take the pawn on G5. Rook to H4 was played. Rook takes G7. And knight takes D4. Check. Knight D7. Rook F4. Yeah, okay. Very, very nice. Knight E5. Check. F4. Knight C6. Knight E4. So knight D4. What's the body count? Knight C6. Knight C5. B6. Yeah. Rook H8. Check.
Thanks
King
for the
G2.
raid.
In this position, B4, after there was a check, put the rook on B5,
he actually...
rook to D5, king.
He hung his rook there, I could have won.
D5, D4 landed on
Okay, it's
the
1-2.
Castles.
E4, bishop G7, C6, knight D7, check, B6.
Boy.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Suppose I did something like knight F6. Knight jumping to D5. Bishop D3. Okay. Captures E5. The knight takes E5. Oh boy. Bishop D7. H6.
So let's try to understand this battle of ideas, the logic behind the move Queen G4.
King E2. Bishop D2.
Bishop takes C3.
I'm completely trolling.
Everybody says Queen G3.
There's a massive threat of bishop on F6.
Oh, is that Jamakos? Hey.
High.
Alright, 1-4.
D5.
Yeah, it's not looking good for you guys.
C3, B6. Castle. Whoa, bishop A6. queen c8, c4. But now, yeah. C takes d5 this time. Knight takes d5. Again, this knight. f6. And then bishop e5, queen a4, and knight takes d4. Take on a2, b3. Why did rook a1 have to be played? Right.
Another interesting line of play would be this one.
And after h3, if rook c1, h6, he determined, okay, well, let me just get my knight out of the way. He played knight e2. Queen e5, queen c7. We do have the move rook d4.
White's best move, according to the chess theoreticians, is the move h4.
Very good answer. Rook e7, h5. I don't know. This move rook b4. I don't know. This move. I think this move rook h2 really came as a big shock. King e6. Rook f4. King rook to e6, and question we have it.
I'm down so much time.
e5, g3, d5. But okay, I do like queen d1. C takes d5 this time. Now he can take on f4. Knight c3.
I need to play
The move
faster.
I'd really like to play against is knight b6. So king f8, a3. King David 7, knight c4, bishop on c1, bishop c5, h3, bishop on b3, the knight on e2, bishop b6.
I'll go king c3.
In reality, the engines are all beating the drum for knight d4, g5. Okay, let me take the pawn on g5. Okay, let me take the pawn on g5. Okay, bishop c8. Bishop b5 is the most natural. By the way, you're channeling Fabi very well, because the move I was a little reluctant to play. f5 was Fabi's choice as well. Queen a3, queen d6, check. He played queen c5.
He goes king c5.
Queen c7.
Nice.
d5. d4 was played. e3, b6, bishop e7, b3, a6, castle. C takes d5 this time. Castle, knight e4. Well, I want to capture on e4. c5. Ooh, yeah, cd4. Queen c7. Knight c4. Bishop b4, b5. Knight e3. Bishop d6. Knight f5. Bishop f8. Because the idea is that after, let's say, d6. Right. Well, here, queen a7, and I'm forced to move my king. So these gentlemen are also very, very close friends. f5. Bishop f8. It looks a little bit sad. It's true. It's true. Queen to e8. Check. King g7. Queen b8. So rook d7 has been played. We went queen c8. So you're right. After h5, king f6, queen f3, a5. Okay, so let's say b4.
It's so hard to play without the queen.
5, c4, capture on c4, capture on c4, bishop e7. You go queen c2, c5, the knight on e2, cd4, the knight takes d4, queen c7.
Oh my word.
Of course, I can't see anything right now.
Knight c6, knight on
No, I'm like,
f3.
the chess
So
I'm
the
playing
reason I
is
put
not
the knight on
good.
g5, by the way.
So you know it's not good.
gf6, rook on e2. Exactly. Bishop e4, king g1. Well, I want to capture on e4.
I mean, I don't know how
King
this
g7,
is the game I'm
bishop
going to
g4,
win, but...
f5. Well, here I would probably begin with h3. King e6, rook takes h7, rook to d2, e5, knight on f3, 1 e4, let's go.
Knight c3.
Bishop d6. Well, I want to capture on e4. Rook to e8.
This is the longest
Ooh,
marathon of a stream
yeah.
I've done in a long time.
And knight c7.
Okay, I actually like this.
Check. Rook takes d8. Bishop takes g4. Here we had tried knight takes g4.
This not as
g6.
much.
Rook f4. f5. Well, I want to capture on e4.
Yeah, I just completely lost you.
Well, queen to c6. I'll just play rook d6. And we're gonna
Playing bad chess.
c4. C takes d5 this time. Take on d5. Bishop e7 on the board. Well, I want to capture on e4. He determined, okay, well, let me just get my knight out of the way. He played knight e2. Suppose I did something like knight f6. Knight e6, d5, c4 takes d5. Knight takes d5, h4, queen e5, g3, king g2, knight c5. Rook e1, he found it. Knight c3. This is the current situation. It was like, he played knight d3 with a little twist. Knight g6 is on board, queen f3. f6, a move we kind of expected. Knight c4, rook d3. For some reason, I thought this knight was coming to b6. f5, rook d6 as expected. And we've seen king g7, rook d7, king f3. This is the current situation. Well, here you don't have... Oh. Okay, so a4, I like a5. Yes. a6, b6. Put your king on d6, you got nothing. d5, knight f3, c4.
Castles.
Capture on c4. Correct. Knight c3, b5, queen d3. Okay, so let's say b4, a5.
I don't even know.
c8. Well, now knight c4, h6, cd4.
A non-significant
Queen takes d4,
place
knight
in
takes
the
e5,
arena.
Queen takes e5, knight e5. Yes. Bishop d2, bishop f6. It was like he played knight d3 with a little twist. Well, here you don't have... Oh. Now this very quick approach of bishop e7, bishop c3. Sweet. Why did rook a1 have to be played? Why not rook b5? Precisely. Rook to c6, rook takes e6, and rook to c8.
King f3.
After h5, well, then king g7. Knight g6.
King d4.
Check. King to e5. King gets pushed to g6 square. Knight d7. Knight f5. Deadly check.
Holy. Okay. That was a bit lucky.
f6. a6. Knight f3. Bishop e7. e3. But, okay, I do like queen d1. f5.
Castles.
Castles. Wow. Check. Check. Yeah. King g1. f3.
Oh dear.
Knight e3. White has a huge, nearly decisive advantage. Knight e4. Check.
King e2.
Well, I want to capture on e4. Well, I want to capture on e4. c4. Yeah. Bishop e2. Rook c1. Rook b8. Very irritating checks.
I'm just playing slow, yeah.
d5. c4 takes d5. Castles. But I really like this move, queen c2. Knight h5. This bishop on d4, I personally find it annoying. The bishop on e3. Knight e6. Well, I just wanted to say, and knight takes d4. Queen takes d4. Bishop to b4.
So let's try to understand this battle of ideas, the logic behind the move queen g4.
And g4, yes. d5. And we have bishop f4. Now he can take on f4 and c3.
Castles.
Bishop d3, g3, b6. Rook e1, you found it. Bishop c2. Whoa,
I mean, that's
bishop
just lucky.
a7. Got knight e7.
h4.
Knight e4. And some knight f5. Took the pawn on f5 and he's keeping it. Suppose I did something like knight f6. Took the pawn on f5 and he's keeping it. Knight e4. Bishop b5 is the right move. King g2. Rook c1. Just wondering. Bishop c2. Rook e6. Knight on f3. Queen d3 captures e5. That king makes a terrible impression on f1.
That just wins the game on the spot.
Okay.
I lose 6-9. He was playing better than me for sure, so GG's. Strong as always. I won 2 games in the arena, so I think it was actually 6-9 in reality. But yeah, I mean, it's Danya, so it's not really a bad score. The title arena was just not good for me. Neither was Bullet Brawl today. I don't know if I play worse when streaming these days. I will plan on playing the Hyper Championship. I will probably stream it as well. I don't think streaming has a huge effect on me, but it's been more misses when streaming recently. It's probably just variance. But I will play the HYPERBULLET Championship on chess.com. I don't think I was tilting too much, but I don't know. Maybe I was just tired today too, so it is what it is. I feel like I find it slightly harder to maintain focus compared to like non-streaming, which has some effect, but it's not that big of a deal. I think I can definitely play well when streaming, but yeah. I have no idea what Hikaru was doing, but that Bullet Brawl was impressive. Okay, HYPERBULLET Championship. I didn't realize it starts in 5 days. So okay, it's on Thursday, Friday. Cool. HYPERBULLET Championship on chess.com. Prize fund of 2,500. It's more about the honor than the prizes. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a good stream anyway, since we had Hikaru raid. Would have liked to play better for everybody, but it's 750 for first. Yeah, I imagine that me and Don, you're the favorites, unless Ali Reza decides to join. Then it will be close between all 3 of us. Alright, I'm going to go.